CHROMAKOPIA has been on repeat every day since its release, and it's had me questioning what is my favorite Tyler project, what are my favorite Tyler tracks, what do I enjoy the most. Tyler's been so consistent over the course of his last 4 projects. We already covered Igor, we covered Call Me If You Get Lost, so that leads me to today's video. Hi, I'm Buddy Cake Breakdowns, and today's video is Tyler the Creator, CHROMAKOPIA versus Flower Boy. On this screen you're looking at the matchups. They all remained in a pretty similar order. These albums have the same amount of tracks, which makes things really nice and easy. I did switch up a few tracks just here and there for more fun matchups. If you don't know how this video concept works, we're going to have these songs go head to head in a versus battle. I'm going to explain what I like or don't like about them, leading to one song coming out with a win. Whatever album has the most points by the end wins. It's pretty simple. I gotta give a disclaimer though, this is all simply my opinion. I don't want you guys getting mad or offended if I don't put your favorite song over another. Feel free to comment your opinions and rankings below, but let's be civil about this. I think I've yapped enough. Let's get into it with round 1. Saint Chroma vs. Forward is such a banger of a round to begin. Both of these songs are amazing. Saint Chroma opens with CHROMAKOPIA with this epic cinematic feeling intro. We hear the chants of CHROMAKOPIA before Tyler delivers his first verse. He does so in a whisper delivery that's honestly super chilling, full of great bars. The chorus is beautiful and powerful. It becomes more and more built up before the instrumental drop, which explodes in the most literal way possible. The drop on the song is actually so epic. It's such a great way to start an album and get listeners' attention immediately, and the second verse is even better. I love Saint Chroma, I think it's elite, but it's taking on Forward. A Forward is presented as something that sets a stage, and that's exactly what this song does. It sets the stage for the listening experience of Flower Boy. It focuses on Tyler's motivation and even his lack of it. It goes through such deep topics, it's beautiful, it's a great table setter for this album, and although I love this track, I gotta give this round to Saint Chroma. I think it does a little bit more. This is a tough round to begin, but 1-0 CHROMAKOPIA. Ra-Ta-Ta versus Where This Flower Blooms. Oh lord, what a round. Ra-Ta-Ta is simply a banger, one of the hardest, most electric songs on CHROMAKOPIA. Insane bars, insane energy, hilarious bars on this one even. I'm a fish? Come on, man. The chorus is as catchy as can be, the verses are straight up fire, and their instrumental is rocking. It's taking on Where This Flower Blooms, which is a much different song on vibes. It shows Tyler reflecting on times before he made it, and he really shows what Flower Boy is all about, growth and expression. This song features Frank Ocean, which... that just gives it 20 extra points right there. This round's really giving me such a tough time. It's so different sonically, and that makes this type of round even harder to judge. I think a song like Where This Flower Blooms is more important, it's more impactful on the album experience. Ra-Ta-Ta is amazing, but you can slot in another banger off CHROMAKOPIA to make up for it. I love it so much and I listen to it more than every song pretty much on CHROMAKOPIA, but all around as a song, I think this one's gonna go to Where This Flower Blooms. Just barely, insanely close round to score, 1-1. Noid vs. Sometimes is a really unfair matchup, but it's all I could really do. Noid is a banger, it's a staple song for CHROMAKOPIA, this as well as Take Your Mask Off, which feels like songs that perfectly exemplify what this album's all about. This was the first single, it has great writing, an insane instrumental, focusing on the topics of paranoia and how it has affected Tyler's life across his fame. It goes through so many transitions through the track, a crazy sample, great verses, it's just all around such a great track, and it's taking on Sometimes, which serves as more as an interlude or rather an intro for the next track, See You Again. It's used as a radio broadcast. This really isn't even a song, so this round's really unfair. Noid gets the win, giving CHROMAKOPIA the lead in a lopsided matchup. Darling I vs. See You Again is such a difficult matchup, my god. Darling I is a banger, one of the most catchy tracks on here, great writing, an amazing chorus with sick verses, an incredible Tizo touchdown feature. It's one of the biggest off of this album, and I could say everything I just said about it for See You Again. One of his biggest songs ever. It features Kali Uchis, who crushes it. The chorus is absolutely addicting and lovely. The verses are fantastic. This song focuses on Tyler's ideal love, someone who's only able to be dreamt of, speaking on how he doesn't like waking up because this person isn't there when he does so. This person just simply does not exist. It's a fascinating track with an amazing topic. I love Darling I, but See You Again is one of the best songs he's ever made. It's getting this round, making it 2-2. Hey Jane vs. Who Dat Boy is such a different round. These songs are so opposite of one another, but both fantastic. Hey Jane is a great story. It's about a pregnancy scare between Tyler and this girl named Jane. It's a beautiful, gut-punching story told from the perspective of both Tyler and this girl, Jane. It's excellently written, and on a writing standpoint alone, it's one of the strongest on the entire project. It's taking on Who Dat Boy, which is just a banger. It features A$AP Rocky, it has great bars and a banging instrumental. It's a standout in Flower Boy, as it's one of the most hyped up, biggest energy tracks on there, and I think for that reason it has a little bit of a bigger impact on a start to finish level for an entire song. I'm gonna give this round to Who Dat Boy, making it 3-2 in favor of Flower Boy. I Killed You vs. Pothole. I Killed You is underrated. It's written so well, it speaks on the influence of hair in certain cultures. Tyler relates these themes to relationships with people in real life and even on himself. This song's great, it's very unique. Feels like one of the most unique on CHROMAKOPIA, which is really impressive. It features Gambino, which is always going to be a great time. It's fantastic, I love it. It's Taking on Pothole. Tyler uses the metaphor of driving to describe his struggles in life, the pothole being the thing that Tyler gets stuck in his life. It has great bars and verses. It features Jaden Smith, who crushes it on this track. It's catchy. I gotta give this round just barely to Flower Boy, making it 4-2. If you're enjoying what you're seeing so far and get an idea of this video concept, I would really appreciate if you hit that subscribe button. We just hit over 1,000 subscribers, which is insane. Keep growing this channel. I'm trying to be more consistent. Let's get back into it. Judge Judy versus Boredom. Judge Judy goes crazy. Such a fire, underrated track. Great storytelling. I love Tyler's delivery on this track. It sounds like he has a thumpy nose. Love that. The story takes such a dark turn at the end, it's insane. The chorus is so catchy, there's a dogtooth reference in it, it's just great. I gotta shout out the part where he says, "Wishing you the best, P.S." Wait, let me sing it. "I'm wishing you the best, P.S. Thank you for not doing." It's Taking on Boredom, and sheesh, this song's fantastic. Rex Orange County crushes it on the chorus of this track. I love the instrumental. The progression this track makes. Tyler's verses are actually so insanely good. The built-up stacked vocals on the chorus hit so hard. You heard me go off about Judge Judy. I love it, but this round's going to Boredom. 5-2 now, which is just crazy. I promise CHROMAKOPIA is not out of this, though. Sticky versus I Ain't Got Time. God, what a round. I know Sticky is such a 50-50 song for people. Personally, I love it. It's such a banger. The features really come through on this one. The instrumental actually makes my room shake. One of the hardest instrumentals on here. The chorus is great, catchy, addicting. It's such a good song. It's Taking on I Ain't Got Time, which is one of the few pure bangers on this album. Instrumental is wicked on this one. No Ariana Grande. No? Okay. The verses are amazing. The built-up vocals during parts of his verses are insane. This is going to be my hottest take here. I love both of these songs about equal, but I'm gonna give it to Sticky. I'm sorry. Don't unsub, please. It's 5-3 now. Take Your Mask Off versus Garden Shed. Take Your Mask Off is peak. It's one of his best songs he's ever made. One of his best written tracks I've ever heard. An absolute peak chorus, great instrumental. It shows Tyler calling people out. People like a wannabe gangster who threw his life away just to be a thug. A mother who wishes she wasn't in the spot she was in her life, and even calling out himself in such a harsh, cruel way. It's fantastic, but it's Taking on Garden Shed, which is also just so incredible. It features Estelle. The instrumental's wonderful. Tyler's delivery through this song is like very dreamlike. Estelle's vocals on this one hit so hard. She really kills it on this track. It's such a fascinating song, but I'm sorry. I think this one's gonna go to Take Your Mask Off. I think the subject matter is so cutting, so harsh, so well done. One of Tyler's best songs ever. This one was really close, but it's 5-4 now. Tomorrow versus 911, Mr. Lonely. Okay, Tomorrow does not get talked about enough. It shows Tyler speaking on his fear of time passing, life passing. He's getting older, being expected to settle down, live this life that's presented around him that he isn't really ready or willing to live. The delivery on the song is chilling and beautiful. This track's so good. It's Taking on 911 Mr. Lonely. It features Frank Ocean. It's peak. One of my favorite tracks here. Insanely catchy chorus. Great bars, great writing, great delivery, and production. The switch up with the rap verse at the end is insanely good. Frank Ocean's on this song, and that alone just gives it 100 aura. 911 is easily going to take this round, even though I love Tomorrow. 6-4, Flower Boy now. Thought I Was Dead versus Droppin' Seeds. This round's really easy for me. Both of these go crazy, though, for as long as they last. Thought I Was Dead is diabolical. Such a fun and unique instrumental. Catchy chorus that I cannot sing to you guys because I will be canceled. Great verses. Schoolboy Q has a good verse, and Tyler's last one is actually criminally good, calling everyone out, being so unforgiving and unapologetic. It's just incredible. Dropping Seeds is like a minute long. It mainly focuses on Lil Wayne's verse. It's a banger for that minute, though. I'm not really going to talk about it. It's easily going to Thought I Was Dead, making it 6-5 now. Like Him versus November. This round's super compelling. Like Him is peak Tyler once again. It's Tyler writing about the dislike he takes to being compared to his father. His mother mentions his similarities. Tyler's father wasn't around and wasn't successful, showing why this frustrates Tyler to be compared to him. He feels he's done a much better job than his father did. The chorus is beautiful. The way it builds up is so insanely good. Let me give you an example. It's like him, like him, like him. Yeah, great. I know. I know, that wasn't Tyler, that was just me, guys. The outro on this track is actually the greatest piece of music Tyler's ever made. It's truly just peak music. November is so good though, oh my god. It switches up so much. I love the back half of this track. The Take Me Back part goes so crazy, the bars are great. Tyler shows his concerns in life. The back half of the song speaks on a crush that carries on to the next track, Glitter. This song's incredible, and as much as I want to say this round is close, Like Him is probably my favorite Tyler song ever, so it's going to tie the score 6-6. Balloon versus Glitter, this round's way easier for me. Balloon features Doechii, she brings that energy. The song has a great sample. Honestly, the energy is very hard to match on this one, but the verses take me out of the song just a bit throughout. It's still good, it's just not my favorite personally. It's taking on Glitter, which is so catchy. Instrumental is so beautiful. The long extended outro on this one's so peaceful. I adore this song. Great writing and verses, it's fantastic. It's probably my favorite song on Flower Boy, honestly. I'm giving this round to Flower Boy, giving it the lead 7-6. I hope you find your way home versus Enjoy Right Now today. Okay guys, CHROMAKOPIA has to win this round a tie, and we've never had that, but let's see what happens. Can Flower Boy clutch it up? I hope you find your way home really ties this story together. He speaks on so many topics presented through the tracks on this album. The outro to this song's beautiful, feels very reminiscent of a Like Him type of song. The verses are insane, it's beautiful, it's a great outro, it really feels like the bow on top of this album. It's taking on Enjoy Right Now Today, which is strictly instrumental. No words are in this track besides the 1, 2, 3, 4. It's so beautiful though. It's excellent, great piece of music, it's just not enough for me to give the round to it. That means CHROMAKOPIA wins this round, which means we have a tie. I've never had a tie in the album battles before. So here's how I'm going to do this. I'm just going to tell you which album I personally like better and why. Yeah, the score may have been tied on a track-to-track basis, but as an overall album experience, the winner will be CHROMAKOPIA. I think this album's wonderful. I think the subject matter is just a little bit better and more real. Both are great, don't get me wrong, but I like the writing on CHROMAKOPIA more. I think it's evolved so much. I think there's more variety throughout this project within the sounds. The production is so insanely good. The concept of this album is really what it comes down to for me, and it being more straight up with us is great. And another reason for it winning is that some of those swing rounds that CHROMAKOPIA lost were much closer than the swing rounds that Flower Boy lost, if that makes sense. I think as an album, I'm going to give the edge to CHROMAKOPIA. It's just a little bit stronger. I think it's more polished. I'm giving it the win. So this was one of the toughest videos I've ever made. I didn't realize how much I adore the songs on Flower Boy until I did this, because in my head, CHROMAKOPIA was going to easily win this. If you enjoyed this video, let me know by leaving a like. Go ahead and comment down below how you'd rank these songs. Let's be civil about it. I know I had some hot takes in there probably, but if you're new around here, hit that subscribe button. We're growing the channel, trying to be more consistent, about 3 videos a week or so. I appreciate every single one of you, and I'll see you all next time. See you later. Peace.